What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Carrie Hilson.
Hey, what's happening, homie? This is TIP, man.
Yo, what up? It's the game, man.
Yo, what's up? This Big Boy. Y'all know what time it is. Live from the West Coast. You already know you checking out Hard Knock TV. You heard?
Yeah, what up, though? This is Common, and right now you checking out Hard Knock TV.
Oh, yeah, I hate to say I told you so. Yeah, but we the best.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Buff1. Rhettmatic.
Yeah.
We are Crown Royale. You're in the lab with us. We're working on our album, doing stuff.
Done, but we got more. On y'all, that's what we rock for. Sorry was done, but we got more.
Hard Knock TV, behind the scenes. Guess who we got on the album? Listen closely.
I'm emphatic, a Rhettmatic, backpack, rap addict. We the best two, not just cat.
Nope, you can't get all that. Figured it out. The whole Crown Royale thing came about mainly from Jackson Perry and Haircut, or Mayer Hawthorne of Now On. They moved out here. Now On, the group moved out here out to Cali from Michigan about 4 years ago, I think.
When they moved to LA, I happened to started seeing around the scene and stuff, and then house shoes also, always put me up on who's, coming from Detroit or Michigan in general and stuff, and he, introduced me to those guys. What I didn't put together was that Buff and Haircut were also part of AML, Athletic Mic League.
Yeah, they never should have let me free my mind. They never should have let me free my soul. Yeah, cause now that I got this time to shine, yeah, I'm never gonna stop this show, so now you know.
When Buff gave me his album, I was like, yo, it's dope. And then Jackson and Haircut were like, yo, you're gonna do an album with Buff. Word? And I guess, I don't know, the same thing, did that to you too?
Yeah, pretty much that's how it went down.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, if I like the beats, it's all good, Love the beats, so.
Luckily, he did like the beats.
Yeah, otherwise, even though he's my homie, we can hang, but if the beats ain't dope, I'm not rocking on them. But it was dope, and started working. So now you know. Oh yes, it's that sound of my man Rhett. Nothing less than the best, from the east to the mid to the south to the west coast. We fresh to the depth, so throw us on ice when we exit stage left, cause we know that life is more. Growing up in Ann Arbor is a lot different than growing up in Detroit. First of all, let's make that clear. And a lot of times when you're in Europe or out of town, it's easy to say you're from Detroit because a lot of people don't even know Ann Arbor exists. But if you listen to my music, my group's music, Athletic Mic League, from day one, we've been representing Ann Arbor because that's where we're from. We really didn't start going to Detroit until we was like old enough to drive. So, we missed out on a lot of historical stuff like the Hip Hop Shop and the Shelter and all the, the days when all those legendary Detroit cats was coming up. We just weren't old enough to go out there. But Detroit music is a huge influence on what we do. And Detroit itself is a huge influence on what we do. Going out there, having that being like a second home to us, But Ann Arbor is a college town. It's small, and it kind of leads to a lot of freedom. We don't have a lot of restrictions, that we have to stick to being from Ann Arbor. A lot of people, they gotta talk about gunplay. They gotta talk about what they seen in the streets. They gotta talk about whatever it may be, but it's really no standard for for Ann Arbor hip hop. There's no standard, so we just kind of do whatever we want to do, and I think it leads to a lot more creative stuff that comes from us, But Detroit is a huge influence, Of course, Dilla, Slum, Proof, rest in peace. D12, M, it's just like a lot of legendary cats there, and just learning from them also helps what we do.
Laptop. set classic bangers. Okay, I'm so angry. These radio stations got me sick like chemo patients. No shame in them, so shameless. These off-brands getting burned like cocaine. Everybody dancing like Bojangles. I don't blame them, make me wanna grab my tap shoes and go say beyond. Ain't nothing wrong with dancing, but it's a shame we gotta please these programmers for the dope Raymond. My joint.
But yeah, it Beat the Speakers Up is it's kind of two-part. It's turn the system up loud and beat the speakers up, but it's also talking about radio programming and how it's kind of somewhat brainwashing people. You know, it's like when you hear a song, and I fall victim to it too. Like when I hear a song at first, I'm like, all right, you know, it's cool, whatever. But after 6, 7 times you hear it, you know, in the same day, you know, I know all the words. You know, I'm walking around singing the lyrics. So and that's not to say that, you know, everything that's on the radio is garbage, you know, or good. Is, you know, it's a bunch of garbage on the underground too that I don't want to listen to. So it don't really matter if it's mainstream or underground. It's just we need a balance. You know, that's what he said. That's what Rhett was saying earlier. You know, we need a lot more equal representation in the mainstream, just so people can get an idea of what other talent there is. You know, there's so many talented artists that you can find if you know, do your research, but you know, we just need an equal playing field. You know, and without one, you know, we just gonna keep grinding and making good music. You know, that don't mean we stop just because they ain't playing us on the radio. We've been dealing with that for years, so you know, it don't stop nothing, but you know, it would be nice.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, this is a game of life and these are the cards I've been dealt. Give you the real deal, live footage so you can feel for yourself. It's uncut and raw, ghetto reporter since before the new world was in order. Embedded in places you dreaded and never thought of. The corners, the streets and projects, the 1-bedroom apartments, the hood. I'm the voice for all of y'all misunderstood. It's because I'm hip-hop, maybe I was born from the struggle. Hustle and hover above the earth, observe the concrete jungle and expose all lies. From the block, it's all lies. Revolution of the mind. It will be. It will be.
Giving nothing but truth.